How you guys doing today? Welcome back. Today is July 26th. It's a nice Monday, 2021. Welcome to the SWINGCAST. Let's get into it. If you're new here, welcome. I'm going to talk about 8 tickers a day. Most you probably never even heard of, which is pretty cool. And we're going to talk about why I think they're great swings. When it comes to entering a stock, I have 8 things I consider. 8. Risk management, having a trading plan, goal setting, macro markets, consistency, fundamental, mental, and technical analysis. Those 8 things are what I enter a stock because and what I do for my research. When it comes to actually charting and trading the stocks that I like, technical analysis is the key, what we're going to look at today. We're going to look at supports, resistances, trend lines, patterns, EMA lines, volume profile, RSI, stochastic, and the vortex indicator. These 9 things. The 10th one being love. Hi. So if you're new here, welcome. If you've never watched an episode, watch it all the way through before you choose to subscribe or like. Make sure you like the whole entire content. This is what we do every single day. Most folks really do enjoy this when we go through it pretty well. Under 15 minutes, hopefully worth the content. We'll get this in and out. If you enjoy this content a lot, the Discord's available. Don't join until August 2nd. Honestly, you can go to the box down below and add me on Discord for a free trial. No credit card information has to be exchanged. But on Patreon, they will not charge you until the 1st. So you want to have the whole month of August to try it. Be my guest, just like Beauty and the Beast. But if you do goof up and forget to cancel, you'll be charged on September 1st. If you enjoy this content, again, stick around for the whole episode before you judge it. Let's make sure we all like it. With that being said, 8 new tickers, y'all. Let's get into it. First is FENG. This looks kind of spaghetti-ish. We kind of come over here and see a beautiful support area in this area. Now, this right here is a gorgeous one. It is breaking, so again, that's not a great sign. But again, we're kind of coming right back down into value. I don't think this is horrible. I think we have obvious channel down here. Looks pretty good. It's not terrible at all. I do want it to hold, so hopefully tomorrow comes back. Hopefully this is just after hours shenanigans. And if it keeps going down tomorrow, don't buy it. Wait to show some life here, and we'll go from there. But again, a great support looking play here. Lower highs isn't great. Lower lows not fantastic. But again, we can get value towards 137, 136. I'll be very happy with that. Let's check these indicators out. So if you don't know, I don't actually scan with anything on, honestly. And so VWAP, EMA lines, all those kinds of things are turned off. You're going to see live what I see. For a new trader, it's great to see what I see live. I think folks like it. Let's check it out together. So FENG, we can see the 200 is going to be your biggest problem. If you can't get over the 200 EMA line, you're not going to have a great time holding the stock. Temporarily, for the short term, it's definitely the 50. So again, we do see a green candle tomorrow. Hold, if you hit the 50 and start to die off, you're going to know why. So again, this is not a great sign, but it's not horrible either way. RSI, it's low, right where you want it. Stochastic is low, right where you want it. Vortex is low for bulls, and then bears are high. FENG hits every box, minus that support. Not really holding well today, but it's still there. I have faith in it. I think when it comes to opportunity cost, some of the other ones are better, but if tomorrow has a huge green day for it, they'll probably outperform these. So it's probably a lower floor, but a higher ceiling than some other ones. So again, FENG, watch list it. Let's see what it does. Next is MEIP. I actually didn't talk about the lines yet, so let's make sure to cover that. The support line is white. The orange line is resistance. The orange dotted is the resistance trend. The golden dotted, when we have one, will be the trend line. These 2 lines, the dotted white is where 70% of the volume happens. This middle one is the POC. These 2 come from volume profile. I don't have time now currently to talk about it, but if you want to learn more about volume profile, whole video right here. Check it out. Click on it. It takes 20 minutes. You'll thank me later. MEIP, a great support play. This is holding beautifully. We can zoom out and we can see that traditionally this area has always been a support resistance. Even over the 10-year mark, this area right here has been solid. That's a great sign of it showing life. And again, you can even come over here and say, hey, we've had higher lows looking good. It's breaking down because of earnings. That's fine. We want to get in low and then sell high. We are currently low. Below the volume profile, and again, this is probably a big old capital D. We probably have great build action down here. Again, worst case hitting the trend line, 24%, risking 2 or 3. It's a great setup. I like the support play a whole lot. Let's check the indicators out. We can see that the 50 and 200 once again will be your resistance. With that huge sell-off we had 2 weeks ago, a lot of plays are much more downward facing. I don't love that, but again, with the market set up the way it is, they all kind of line up the same exact way for a reason. Macro-wise, They're all kind of lining up to be good values. And when I see bullish setups, I take advantage. But again, MEIP is a great support play, right? These trend lines will be resistances, but again, it's showing value. And again, the RSI confirms that. Negative, or it's at 30, great. We're at negative 85 as low as our vortex really goes. Beautiful. Bulls are low, bears are high. For MEIP, everything checks out minus the EMA lines, which are being a pretty fickle resistance. Cut it out, you piece of shit. So again, hopefully MEIP's RSI lines listen again. Not terrible. I'd watch this. I do like it for this week. Next is MSP. Ooh, here's our golden trend line I was talking about. It's falling right into value. This is a wedge up. So again, this does make a full move. Keyword if. Do not get greedy over 9% or even 8.5%. And we're up here. Be happy with what you got. Get out if you're swing trading and call it a day. But again, a beautiful resistance, beautiful support, acted as a resistance, acted as a support right here. A great area here, great convergence. POC is pulling us higher. Should be an easy 3 or 4%. It would break this resistance line here and push higher. In a day or two, we should see ourselves hitting this resistance trend line. MSP, great wedge, great support. I do like it a lot. Let's check these indicators out. Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh. Haha, you thought. No, this is still great though. MSP has a great 200 EMA line. See how it acted as a support here? See how it's not acting as a support? This is convergence. This is the spaghetti that Evan lives for. This is the Chef Boyer swing that we love to see right here. We have 200 trend line support all here. That's convergence. Partnered with a low RSI, a low stochastic, and again, consolidation, meaning a move is going to hopefully happen soon, going from lows to highs, and we're seeing some bullish action take over. I like it. I think MSP has a higher floor than something like FENG, but has a lower ceiling. You're probably going to top out at 8-9% best case scenario, while FENG may go parabolic anytime. So again, I like both for different reasons. MSP, watch list it. Let's see what it does. Next is TSM. I think I could easily draw a resistance trend line somewhere that cuts through some price action, but I don't see it. If anything, we have some form of a ascending triangle forming, right? Like here, up, here, up. So again, we're kind of getting higher lows. Sure, I'd come over here and be like, well, there's one, or maybe it's a broadening wedge like this, which would probably be my guess is right here. But again, I'm not fully sold yet. I'm going to give it some time to look it over. Earnings, sell off. Earnings, sell off. Earnings, sell off. So again, it does that constantly. What's it do? Comes back, comes back, comes back. Easy peasy lemon, mix squeezy. That's exactly where you want it to be. This trend line is not the most beautiful thing of all time. But again, even over here, it breaks down just a little bit. We're still clearly at some form of value. This support is gorgeous. If this breaks down, you buy in towards 110, if not 106, and you call it a day. Gorgeous trend line up, easy 4 or 5%. Again, the ceiling's pretty low. I mean, you're not going to be betting 50%, but again, a good call option that you like the strike price on. And again, the risk versus rewards, all that matters to me. We have risk management right here. That's beautiful. TSM, great support, great trend line. Let's check the indicators out. We can see clearly that the EMAs are trash. So we have them being resistances currently. So again, we have pure value. We have obvious value. We're below all the averages. But again, we got to break above these to show any kind of life. You're going to get your best runs when these are properly stacked, meaning price 10, 50, 200. Like this. Price 10, 50, 200. Big ol' run up, right? Over here, even on the smaller run ups, price 10, 50, 200. Want to wait for that? Great. But again, you have value. Buy into that. In my opinion, looks pretty good. RSI, you'll want it a little bit lower, but it's fine right here, right? It was under 30. It's very close here. That's fine. Stochastic is, you want a little bit lower, but again, it's showing some life here. That's fine. Bulls low, bears high. TSM is pretty good. It's pretty good. Again, a low floor, but a high floor, but a low ceiling. You're not going to break the bank. You're not going to go ahead and, own the bank after this one. But TSM, watch list it. It could be great if you catch it and it takes off with the macro markets or the sector it's in takes off. You can be in for a really good few weeks with that one. TSM, I like it a lot. Next is STZ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of hits here. These are 5 great hits. The resistance trend line is beautiful. It's a beautiful horizontal triangle, even if it's not. This support in itself is gorgeous. It's showing some life today. It started off here, showing some life. Can easily make 4 or 5% breaking out, risking 1 or 2. Great setup in my opinion. Earnings, 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 down, ran up, down, everything up. It ran up, what did it do? Come back down. It ran down, what it's going to do? Come back up. It ran down, what did it do? It came back. Earnings always an overreaction. We're right where we want to be. Sure, if this pulls back to 220, even better. STZ, easy read, easy triangle. I like it a lot. Let's check out these indicators together. So we can see it rode the 200 up, and now the 250 are going to be resistances. Again, clear sign of value, but again, these are being a resistance as we currently speak. RSI, it's overbought. What's fair? Stochastic's definitely overbought, and this is overbought. So for STZ here, I'm not buying it. I want to drop down a little bit farther. So if tomorrow's a green day, STM, MSP, these other plays, fantastic. STZ, not really. But if tomorrow's a red day, that's when you start looking at stocks like STZ. I like it a lot. Let's watch this. Let's see what it does. Next is SGH, Smart Global Holdings, a beautiful uptrend. It did break down, but this is kind of funky, and we're right back here. So again, I'm not beautifully in love with this candle, but again, it's really a fickle, weird one. I don't hate it, but again, it's not ruining it for me, but it's not making it any better, right? Worst case, it's a horizontal play, right? You buy in towards $43. Let's say tomorrow this breaks down farther and comes down to 43, just like it does over here a bunch of times. Now it's a great horizontal play. You buy in there, beautiful. If this uptrend holds, and this is just a funky candle, and it takes off, you can buy tomorrow, fantastic. I don't see any really clear resistance trend lines. Not really a great one, but again, this is a beautiful horizontal play, worst case. And if not, it's a beautiful uptrend play. Let's check the indicators out together. So tomorrow's go signal is going to be the 10 or the 200. You choose. If you want to hold this for 10, 15 days, wait for you to get back above the 10. If you cross back over the 10 EMA line tomorrow, go for it. Move your stop loss up and let that bad boy rip. If you want to hold this for an even longer period of time, wait for it to cross over that 200. If you wait for it to cross over the 200 here, you're giving up a 3% reward. But again, you have a great sign of at least an area to use a stop loss, probably the POC. But again, it breaks over this and keeps going, you'll be good. If it comes down to value, you're good to go down here as well. Again, you can use the email lines as confirmation or buy into value. I like both. RSI, it's low. Stochastic's low. Bulls, bears, they're fighting for whoever wins here. Whoever takes over tomorrow, we'll see that. So if green crosses over and lives, that's your go signal over the 10. If the green falls down, you buy here at 46.20 or lower, in my opinion. SGH, I like it a lot for a possible green or red day. Right in the middle, right where you like it. Looks pretty good. Watch just it. Let's see what it does. Right. Next is PGNY. PGNY. Progeny. I teach history and econ. I don't teach spelling because, damn, my phonics are terrible. PGNY looks pretty good. Of course, we have some broadening wedge here. See this broadening wedge that's happening. If you didn't know, a broadening wedge is this, like a megaphone. When that bad boy does that, it means that pattern's going to eventually break. And as we can see, this pattern may be breaking from that kind of like massive uptrends. Doesn't mean it's not bullish, but again, I think we're going to hit like 80 on this is, stupid. So, I mean, this is what we're looking at. You see this kind of broadening wedge like this. Oh, wrong buttons, you idiot. See a broadening wedge like this. We're not going to do this. All right, that's not going to happen. So, again, that's kind of breaking down. Can we hit 62? Sure. 60? Sure. 66? Possibly, right? But 80? No. So again, great value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 great hits. This resistance trend line will be your go signal if you want to wait for a confirmation of reversal. You want to buy in a value, wait till probably under 54. PGNY looks good right here. It gives us a chance to let it dip or rip. Dip or rip. That's mine now. I'm shotgunning it. Let's check the indicators. Here's going to be your go signal. Value, 52 to 53. Dips down here, great. If it shows life tomorrow, crosses any of these email lines, the 10, fine. 200, whatever. 50 will be your go one. You cross over that 50, you let that bad boy rip, and if it keeps going, great. If not, you stop loss up under the 200. Both work fine for me for entry strategies. RSI is low. Stochastic is low, showing a divergence. Unless it falls lower, that's beautiful. Lower lows, higher lows. John Stonkton's in the house. Consolidating, again, we're going sideways. PGNY can go either way. If it does dip, you buy that dip down to a 52. If it rips over 55, buy it on the confirmation. Both work fine for me. PGNY, watch listed. I do like it for this week. Last and not least is RPRX. Another beautiful little horizontal play here. Hey, look at this. We're down here for almost 27 days. Hey, on this time frame, we're down for 25 days. Hey, over here, we're down for 5 hours. Hey, we've been down here for about what looks to be 11 days. You'll probably be down here for the next week, if not 2 weeks. So there's no point rushing into RPRX. But again, you're not going to get much better value than right here on this time frame. Sure, it may dip down to about 2% lower. If you see this down here towards 58.65, you pull that trigger. In my opinion, you get in low, you buy low, you sell high. We are currently low. Easy trend line break to get high run ups. Like over here. Hey, look at this. Really strong resistance trend line. Oh, it broke. Hey, look at this. Pretty strong resistance trend line right here. Oh, it broke. This is not rocket science, right? We have a resistance trend line. You break that. It shows a short-term price reversal. You can buy off of that or you buy off of value. Both work fine to me. Let's check these indicators out. RPRX's big problems at 200, being a real piece of shit right now. When you can get over that, you have great run-ups. When you hit that, you usually die off though. See this dancing on it? That's going to be your long-term go signal. You break above that, add to your position, fantastic, go for it. Down here, obvious value though. RSI, it's low, stochastic, it's low, and again, there is some, some divergence there. What sound was that? It's some divergence, I like that, and it's consolidating, going sideways. I like it. RPRX, I'd watch this for this week. Let's see what it does. Again, for a support play, this is pretty idiot-proof in my opinion. And there you guys have it. We got that done in 16 minutes. Not bad. If you enjoy this kind of content, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you really like it, if you just like the same 5 shirts I wear every episode, and I don't know what color yesterday's was, and so I just turned the knob a little bit, and it's probably just blue to green, green to blue, and yellow. If you enjoy this kind of content consistently and in-depth analysis, you want to have this stuff on a deeper level, consider the Discord for sure. If not, I'm not going to be offended. If you want to just have this relationship online with me, not like that, but like if you want to have just back and forth, you watching me, that's also fantastic. Otherwise, have a good rest of your Monday. I went back to work today. Big fun. Have a good rest of your week. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another watch list. I appreciate you. Thanks.